everyone, I miss you. This is a week that we've been reading The Sign Maker's Assistant. So today is Wednesday, April 8th, and Monday I read it out loud to you. So if you need to hear it again, go back to Monday's lesson, April 6th, and you can hear me go over the vocabulary and the read aloud also. So feel free to do that. We spent the last 2 days doing vocabulary, looking up the words, writing the definition, and drawing a picture. Today we get to move on to something a little bit different. We're going to talk about comparing and contrasting. And if you remember, we've done a lot of Venn diagrams. This one today looks just a little bit different because it doesn't have circles, it has some odd shapes. But we are going to compare Norman to you. Remember, compare means how are you the same? And I want you to try really hard to think a little bit higher. I know a lot of you are going to want to say, Norman has 2 legs and I have 2 legs. Norman has hair and I have hair. Norman's a kid and I'm a kid. I want you to try to think a little bit beyond that. You're going to be 3rd graders really, really soon. It's April. And school's done in May, at the end of May, and you're going to be 3rd graders. So I need you to think a little bit beyond that. Maybe think about some characteristics on the inside that make you like Norman. And then you are going to tell me how you are different from Norman. And I want the same things. Don't say that Norman is wearing a striped shirt and you're wearing a red shirt. I want you to think about things from the inside, character trait things. And see if you can come up with 3 things for each part of the Venn diagram, okay? So 3 things on how Norman's different than you, 3 ways you're different than Norman, and 3 ways that you're both the same. Remember, Venn diagrams, you don't have to use complete sentences. There typically isn't enough room, but I'm going to leave that up to you today. If you would like to, you can go ahead. So that's your first thing. I would love to see this on Seesaw. You can just snap a picture of it and upload it on Seesaw, and that way I can see what you put. I want to see who is thinking like a 3rd grader out there today. The next thing you're going to do is, we haven't talked about, this is basically character trading, and it goes along with your Venn diagram. Remember, character traits are adjectives. Adjectives are describing words. Words that describe Norman on the inside, what his personality is like. Not what his clothes look like. We can all see that. We want to know what he's like on the inside. So, is he kind? Is he angry? In this story, there are a lot of different things that you could put. At the beginning of the story, he's one way, and at the end of the story, he's a different way. So some of your words might be kind of the opposite of each other. But if I were to ask you, when was he that way, you would have to be able to tell me. Okay? So there are 6 circles. I want you to try 6 different character traits. Character, not physical. Physical means, what does he look like? What can we see with our eyes? We're looking at character traits on the inside. What kind of person is he? And then the last thing for today is just your spelling. You are on page 58. This is your last day of spelling. And you don't have to take a spelling test unless your parents want to give you one. I did have 2 kids send me a picture of their spelling tests this week. So that was kind of fun to see, and they both did a great job. So today's spelling is just proofreading for spelling. So you have to read the paragraph, and then you're picking out 6 words that are not spelled correctly. You have to circle them and then write them on the line spelled correctly. And then 7 through 12, it says, write these words in ABC order. Okay, ABC means go in order of the alphabet. Are there any A's? Are there any B's? Are there any C's? Cross the words out as you go so you don't get confused and use them twice. So that's today's assignment. You're going to complete the Venn diagram. You're going to complete the character traits for Norman, and you're going to complete your spelling. If you have any questions, let me know. You can ask through Remind. You can have your parents email me. If you want to set up a time where we can talk on video camera through Zoom about some problems that you're having with reading or spelling or anything else you want to talk to me about, go ahead and do that. Okay? So, enjoy the day. Take some time out to maybe find something fun to read. It's supposed to be beautiful out. Hopefully you can find some time to get outside and make it a great day. I miss you. Hope to see you soon.